Recruiters spend less than 7 seconds on your LinkedIn profile before deciding if you are worth a second look. And today we are going to break it down with someone who knows strategy inside out.
Clearly, LinkedIn is not just a digital resume or like a job portal anymore. It's
Mm.
more of your personal brand. And I feel that if you set it up right, you don't have to actively keep scrolling the platform 24 by 7. It'll keep doing the magic for you in the
True.
background. So these three clicks will make your profile stand out immediately if you're doing them well. If you're
Okay.
not, then you will be ignored.
Okay.
You're just another applicant in the swarm.
How can someone effectively use LinkedIn networking to get a job?
By posting, at least.
What
So
that post need to be described?
posting is still so underrated. Like people do not take posting seriously on LinkedIn. It's okay. Just try to post like twice or thrice a month at least. So one post a week is something that you have to try.
How can someone land a job by using this network LinkedIn functions? Hi everyone, welcome back to the another exciting episode. I'm Hrudayesh. You know what? Recruiters spend less than 7 seconds on your LinkedIn profile before deciding if you are worth a second look. Almost most people treat LinkedIn like an online resume, but it's more than that. It's your personal brand, your credibility, and your growth engine. And today we are going to break it down with someone who knows strategy inside out. Yadavi Shetty, a business proposal specialist at Techolution and a marketing strategist with deep insights into this LinkedIn positioning. We'll go through her profile section by section so you can learn exactly how to make your profile stand out. Hi Advi, thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Hridayesh. I'm really glad to be here. And thank you for an extravagant intro that you've given me. So I have been in the field of, in general, data for like 3 years. I've had a LinkedIn profile since I think the first or second year of my college, and
Okay.
I've done my degree in statistics. So there is a lot of data, strategy, and speaking, even soft skills for that matter, that I
Hmm.
have had to, deal with. So I think a result of all of these things in the past have led to me being a sort of a person who I think scrolls LinkedIn more than Instagram at this point.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say that I'm an expert at LinkedIn, but I would say that if someone is starting out, I can really try my best in whatever way possibly I can in giving them a couple of tips and making them understand what are the most important things that they need to do, either to get an internship or to get a job.
That was epic. Shall we break it down? Shall we dive in?
Yeah, sure, works. Like you said, that clearly LinkedIn is not just a digital resume or like a job portal anymore. It's
Hmm.
more of your personal brand. And I feel that if you set it up right, you don't have to actively keep scrolling the platform 24 by 7. It'll keep doing the magic for you in the
True.
background. So, before we jump into questions that possibly people might have, like you said, I'll just try to walk through my LinkedIn profile. I'll just share my screen and show each part of
Sure, sure.
how people do things and what mistakes they make in that, and how can they do those things better so that
Hmm.
they either land up an internship or a job, whatever it is that they are hoping for. This is my profile. I have kept it very minimal. There are people who get so creative with so many things, but the bare
True.
minimum is all you have to do. If you want to go crazy, the sky is the limit, and you can do that, of course. The most important thing and the first thing that comes in a recruiter's eye is the profile picture and the
Hmm.
headline.
True.
It shows up everywhere in
Okay.
searches, in connection invites, in recruiter scans as well when they're looking for applicants and stuff. The mistake people make here is that if I am a BTech student or an
Okay.
MBA student, I'll just write that, and I might write my college name, and that's all, which is
Okay.
so vague. The recruiter doesn't know that what are your qualities or what is the field that you are interested to work in, because these people do switch into other streams as well. What if their
Hmm.
interest is somewhere else?
True.
Personally speaking, I was in statistics. Look, I am in strategy and marketing right now, two different things. So
Hmm.
your interests need to be shown in your the profile in general, and headline is something that you need to highlight it in the shortest possible form. The better thing that you can do to make things catchy and visible to a recruiter's eye is that you can write your skills, you can write
Okay.
your career goal, you can write if you're open for a role. Of course there is the option of putting open to work on LinkedIn, but writing that you're open here as well, maybe open for internships, whatever, it also helps a lot. So
Okay.
for example, if we are doing this for a computer science student who is looking for an internship, he or she can write that, okay, computer science student, aspiring business or data analyst, or aspiring social media marketing manager or something. Their skills, Python, SQL, if social media, then the platforms that there are. And then at the end, saying open to internships. Now, this
Okay.
entire line gives the recruiter a very clear idea of who you are, what you're
Okay.
good at, and what do
Mm.
you want.
Mm.
That's all.
Mm.
The next would be profile picture.
Okay.
I personally have a very professional one with the blazer and formal pants. But I would suggest is, since there is GPT and there are so many AI tools, you can of
Mm.
course, regenerate something and make it something different and put it up, keep it clear, keep good lighting. There are no filters required because it really puts people off, because you don't feel approachable and or professional or genuine then. That's
Okay.
all that a profile picture should have. Just
Mm.
a normal smile so that you feel approachable, and that's all. No selfies or I don't know, vacation pictures, or there are so many things that people do with their profile pictures. Some people animate it if they are creative people. Now, after these two things, the next would be the banner, the cover image that is there
Mm.
right behind the profile picture. It is ignored by a lot of people. A lot of people keep it blank, but
Okay.
I think it is like a billboard which is there behind your face. So
Mm.
it is a visual picture of who and what you are.
Mm.
I personally have seen people, put like a collage if they are into social media, that these are the things that they work in, and the
Mm.
categories, the social media platforms that they post on, even video editors and photo editors for that
Mm.
matter, and marketing managers also do like very extravagant banners. But if you do not want to go that heavy on it, all that is needed is
Okay.
like a one line statement of something that you believe in,
Okay.
that something that are your values, or something that is related to your work, or maybe you can show the platforms that you work on, or if there is an achievement that you've had, you've gotten some kind of award, you won some hackathon, or I don't know, you can write that you are a winner, first winner of this competition, if it's a big
Mm.
deal, of course.
Mm.
So these things give more info about you without the person scrolling or reading through your entire profile,
Okay.
since this comes to your eye first.
Okay.
Now, I think the specs for this is like 1584 by 396 pixels. So you have to make
Mm.
sure that, I think there are
Mm.
templates, but you have to make sure that everything is in that and keep everything to the right side, because, of course, there's the profile picture on the left. Keep it clean, bold, simple, like do not clutter it. That's the gist of the banner. Now, these are the top parts of the profile. Let's scroll down.
Yeah.
There's a narrative.
Resource. Yeah.
Mhm.
Regarding that banner, we can fetch that from Canva.
Yeah, you can fetch
Mm.
it from Canva. So Canva is the best. I
Mm.
personally rely very heavily on Canva. Even for
Okay.
my post, Canva is the best because it's the easiest. If it's someone creative, I think they use Figma as well.
Okay.
Figma or Photoshop as well. But
Okay.
Canva is the best for
Mm.
any beginner. It's a very beginner friendly because you get templates and stuff.
Perfect.
So the next important section that comes into recruiter eyes is the about section.
About section.
Now, yeah,
Perfect.
now people go gaga here. Some people have like a four paragraph about section.
Mm.
You'll scroll, 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 and it'll still not get over. Some
Mm.
people have like a two paragraphs or three, four
Mm.
lines, and they have summarized everything that they want to talk about. So this about section is your elevator pitch. Do you know about elevator pitch?
Perfect. Within the short content, we need to we need to explain what we are.
Yeah. So if you meet me in the elevator for 3 minutes, you have to pitch yourself to me in 3 minutes. The
Mm,
best parts of you. So that's what you will do here. You
okay.
will mix storytelling, keywords, why did you choose your field, and what skills are you building on, and what opportunities do you want, what fields do you want to work in. These are the things that you want to mention if you are someone that is starting out and in general as well. Since
Mm,
you wouldn't have a lot of experience at hand, you're just starting out, correct?
okay.
If you have done some work, maybe internships or one hackathons, done some projects, you can talk about that, that this is what you did and how you brought value and what was the outcome of it. These
Okay.
things can also be written. For example, if I have done, I mean, for work, I'm saying this, that if I had like 15 to 20 clients, I want to say that my success rate on acquiring those clients with the proposals I made was like 60%. I got 8 to 10 of them out of the 15. So these metrics are something you can, like, in very brief way mention here. The rest you can, of course, mention in detail below an experience, which I'll come to. It's the next part. That is the
Okay.
gist of about. Here, whatever skills you are adding is also really important, which is the next section in about only, as you can see, top skills. So, skills are keywords that recruiters filter applicants through.
Okay.
You adding 50 random skills or everything that comes to your brain is not going to do any good for you. So, whichever field you are working in,
Mm,
let's take the example of a CA student itself. You will say that you're like choose the top 5 to 10. So that will be Python, SQL, machine learning, data visualization, advanced Excel, or Tableau, these things, correct? If you write
yes.
these things, if a recruiter wants to find someone of that caliber, they'll just find searching these keywords and your profile will show up.
Okay.
That's the drill with skills. Now, moving on to the next part that recruiters will check is
Yeah.
you want to
One
ask
thing. One thing.
something?
I mean, this about section should be mentioned our achievements, or else it should be like in the way of a storytelling, who we are,
It should be
what we did so
storytelling.
far, what we are doing. Storytelling.
Yeah, it should be
Perfect.
storytelling
Any
completely.
particularly how to mention our skills? I mean, what
Your
skills we are
skills,
specialized with? Yeah.
skills here you'll have to mention. If not in the about section, you can mention it here
Okay.
because you'll have to mention it here. This is basis which your application gets filtered. If you're applying for a job or
Okay.
if people are trying to find of your people of your domain, this top skill section is basis which they'll be able to find you.
Perfect. Okay.
So that's that. Do you have anything else to ask apart from that?
Yeah. While structuring that about section, we can take help of
Mhm.
any LLM to make it in a well structured manner.
Yeah, so I think the currently for me personally, I use GPT and Claude the most. If I want
Okay.
creative work done, I'll use Claude. If I want like descriptive and information heavy uh,
Hmm.
prompts or like things, then I'll use GPT. I do not use Gemini much, but Claude helps a lot when you're writing
Hmm.
such creative
Okay.
things, you're making something. Claude is the best for such things, and maybe you can use a combination of both, that you can finalize what things you want to talk about on GPT and then put a prompt on Claude and make it more creative, more
Okay.
human-like, and it shouldn't sound like a robot has written it. Since everything is AI these days, how things are written, I mean, it comes into your eye the moment you see a hyphen, you're like, oh, this is Chat GPT, you know?
True. True.
So
True.
yeah, making it natural is what is
Hmm.
important now. Like human
Hmm.
written is more important now. So
Hmm.
as much as of a human touch you can put to these things, the better it
Okay.
is for you. The
Hmm.
recruiter will appreciate it.
Okay.
So shall I move on to
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
experience?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So with the experience section, it is if people have worked, of course, they'll have experience or to
Okay.
put. work experience, but if they don't, it is okay to highlight projects or hackathons or any freelance gigs that they worked on.
Okay.
The focus is on impact and not the amount of tasks.
Mm.
Because it happens that when you're in college, you do internships, and I mean, I've been there that I was in the domain of statistics, but I did an internship in HR or data analyst, and I used to put everything in my resume. But the thing is, the
Okay.
current role that you are in is
Mm.
not related to that. So if you want a job in that role, there is no context required of you being in HR, I don't know, 3, 4 years ago. It doesn't matter. So that is a mistake that I have
Okay.
kept it. If you can see, I have kept it here, which is
Mm.
this is a mistake to keep that were an HR or something. If you want to be in coding, like you want to be a data scientist, like I don't think that makes an impact if you are in HR or you are a talent acquisition manager or something like that. So whatever you are putting here
Mm.
has to be very relevant to what current role you want and
Mm.
not past of you.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean that because the list of your experience is long, you'll get a better job. That is a myth that a lot of people have, that I need to have a lot of things to show. That is not true.
Okay.
Value matters
Mm.
more, like
Mm.
quality over quantity, always.
True.
That is the experience part. Here,
Okay.
you can in detail, mention in each of them that what all exactly you did. Um, like you built something for them or whatever activities you had done for that particular company, you can mention that. You mentioned skills above, you can mention particular skills that you used in these roles as well, because this
Mm.
also shows up in your portfolio, I mean your profile, when you're
Okay.
applying.
Okay.
That is
Yeah.
about the experience section. I think
Yeah.
education.
Yeah. One thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you scroll up once?
Yeah.
Consider student. Okay. Consider a
Hmm.
student. Yeah.
Yeah.
Student won't have much experience, right?
Hmm.
Few students will have internship experience. They can mention
Hmm.
that, but for
Yeah.
few students, they won't have these kind of things, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I highlighted saying that they can talk about their projects or any competitions like hackathons or something that they
Perfect.
participated in.
Okay.
That's something that they can do.
Acha, got it, got it.
Like you mentioned, for students, they don't have something immediately
Mm.
out of college or if they're still in college. So this is something maybe they worked on a paper or something that they contributed to,
Mm-hmm.
publications and stuff like that. So that's something that they can write about here because that is what adds value to their profile, you know.
Acha, got it. Yeah. So
That's the
yeah,
experience that they can add.
it should not be in the way like if we use only the buzzwords, the complex
Yeah,
words, it can create an impact.
they
It's a
are
complete
all
myth, right?
jargons. Yeah,
Okay,
that's a myth. These are
okay,
jargons. So
got it.
imagine that not just the recruiter, but what if the CEO of the company looks at your profile? That person might not know about the technical terminologies, right? So
Got
those
it.
buzzwords and jargons wouldn't mean anything to him or her.
Mm.
What means to them is that, okay, this person has worked here. Okay, this person added value like this here. That's all. That's all that matters to them. So
Okay.
jargons and buzzwords getting written, I don't feel personally that they add anything or contribute anything to your profile. I think education is pretty straightforward that whatever
Mm.
certifications no, I'm sorry, certifications is the next section. Whatever courses you've done, like properly a PGDM or something like that, or your degree, your schooling, everything of that sort is something that you put in. You can
Okay.
mention everything that you
Mm.
are comfortable mentioning. After a while, grades are not something that matter, is what I like to believe in, and I hope that
Mm.
you believe that too. But yeah, that's the case. So all of that you can add here for the recruiter to see. Every certification or any licensing that you've learned, you can add. As students, they end up doing a lot of certification courses. That is also
Mm.
something that I know that it's not a part of LinkedIn, but
Mm.
quite honestly, doing too many certifications is also not good.
Okay.
If you
Mm,
need to know
mm,
that
mm,
what is the exact domain you want to work in, then you doing certification makes sense. But you
mm.
doing certification of the same thing on three different platforms and then uploading certificate of it, I feel is not contributing much. Learn something new, put that energy
Okay.
somewhere else.
Mm,
But making a list just to make the
mm,
list big that, oh, I have done 20 certifications, I have this many licenses, it doesn't contribute. The most important things that you need, I mean, if you are into analytics, then a Google Analytics certificate. If you are into Microsoft platforms, then a certification by Microsoft. Then maybe you upgrading the level. These things make sense, but adding on
mm.
certifications doesn't make sense. That's also one thing that recruiters notice.
Okay. Yeah. Also, I would like to add on one point here regarding the
Mm-hmm.
certifications. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just mention the certifications with whatever the certifications you are confident. Just mention those only.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because yeah, if you are shortlisted for any interview, okay, just
Mm-hmm.
imagine if you got any question from one of these certifications that you are not confident.
Yeah, because sometimes you keep certifications from like three
Mm,
years ago or something, and we don't remember what happened last month. So it is so risky to keep such old certifications. If someone's asking you something, you're not in the
mm,
position to answer it. It is ruining your,
mm,
first impression or whatever pitch you are having to impress that person. It's kind of creating a dent in that. So it's
mm,
better not to add things that are not relevant anymore.
mm. It's okay. I mean, if you have 10 or 20 certifications, it's okay. Keep that with
Yeah,
you. But whatever the certifications you are confident with, just mention. Just place those
yeah, that's
certifications only.
that's true. That's completely
Okay.
true.
And then the skills?
Now, yeah, now this is the section dedicatedly for skills. Every skill that you have, endorsements also play a very big
Mm,
role here.
okay.
Because this skill section, like I said before, also is basis which recruiters filter applicants. There is a little part of skills
Okay.
everywhere, but this mainly is a section where you will exactly write the skill, and if you worked on that skill at a workplace, and then maybe
Mm,
your manager is someone who influenced your work there, and they might give you an endorsement here. That shows people trust you. People trust your work. People trust
mm,
the kind of person you
mm,
are. Yeah, and that shows reliability on you as a person, which is really important for a recruiter to know when hiring if that person that he or she is hiring is reliable or not. Will he or she bring value to their company
okay.
and be, loyal to them or not, basically. This kind of
Mm,
vaguely gives an idea that, okay, you have these skills, I get it, but what if the person is only saying that they have those skills? But one endorsement that you
okay.
have from either a manager or a colleague who's saying that, I've gotten help from this person on this skill, and it was such a good thing, like it really helped me out, or they work really well with this, they're really good with this. These are genuine reviews, like Google reviews is there. This is
Mm,
like reviews on LinkedIn, people giving reviews of you, which are making you more reliable and more of a better applicant and make you stand out from the others that are there in the swarm of
mm,
applicants. Okay. That's all for skills. So these are all the things that make up the profile page entirely. Now, a recruiter's POV is that he or she will have like 30 seconds to just go, scroll through your profile. So the main things that they'll scan is the headline, because this
okay.
will give them a clear idea of what skills you have, what role you want to work in. If
Okay.
you are doing it the way I told you already, then okay.
Mm,
Then the about section where you've done a very beautiful storytelling of who you are as a person, what you work into, a proper direction that you want to go into in terms of work or education or whatever
mm,
it is.
mm,
And then the experience or the projects part. They would want to know that, okay, what companies this person has worked in and what projects they have done. These are the three things that a quick browse
mm,
through of
mm.
your profile is going to show them. So these three clicks will make your profile stand out immediately if you're doing them well. If you're
Okay.
not, then you will be ignored. You're just another applicant in the swarm.
How can someone effectively use LinkedIn networking to get a job?
by posting at least um 1 week, one post at
Okay.
least. So
What that post need to be described?
at first these posts used to be very formal and informative and I don't know, like very job portally. But for the past 2 years, I've noticed is that people just come, share their achievements, share experiences.
Mm,
If you're a
mm,
student, you worked on a project, you share the project. If you,
okay.
as a student, had a learning out of an experience, maybe a failed
Mm,
exam, they'll come and share that learning that, this mistake I made and this is what I learned,
mm,
a milestone that they achieved. Maybe they landed an internship or they got to be a part of something bigger, then sharing that milestone. As students, you
okay.
can do this.
Mm,
As working professionals, you can post about either your work or either something that you are interested in. For
mm,
example, like since I myself am the best example I can possibly give. I work in the field of business strategy and stuff. But if you see my personal profile, I'll just scroll through the posts. My posts are very much about brands and marketing and the thought process that they go behind, go beyond, the audience's mentality or what the customer is thinking, or maybe something of an experience that I had or a learning that I had. These are very different from the line of work that I professionally do. So this is also something that you can choose to do. You can, explore creativity in your field, either that or in a field that is very relative to yours as well. That is
okay.
also something that you can do. But posting is still so underrated. Like people do not take posting seriously on LinkedIn. I know that
Mm,
LinkedIn has now a Reels sort of a section as well, but for me
mm,
personally, just posting a post also works. I do post a little more frequently. I try to post at least twice or thrice a week. But for people who maybe have hectic schedules or they are not that kind of a person who can show up on LinkedIn, every week, twice or thrice and be like, hey, I'm alive. It's okay. Just try to post like twice or thrice a month at least. So one post a week is something that you have to try. That is one thing. The other thing would be commenting on posts. Oh my God, that helps so much. Commenting on posts that are from something of your interest or your field. So if there is
mm,
something that you look up to, if there is a leader that you look up to, if there is a CEO of a company that you look up to, you like that what they are doing in their company, and maybe you in future want to work with them, then you dropping these comments is going to change so much. It has changed for me personally. So I
mm,
really like this particular brand called Indivild, and the CEO is so thoughtful to reply to every comment that comes on her post. If I am commenting on every post that they putting, then they know that, oh, there is someone called Yadavi Shetty who always comments genuinely whatever value that I feel from their post, that might make me come in
okay.
their notice, and that might help me maybe getting a job in their company at some point. So that connecting with alumni, someone who works in the role that you want to work in or in the field that you want to work in, sending personalized messages to people you look up to. There's something called in mails on LinkedIn that you can send to people. That also really helps. But commenting and connecting with people who are of the same domain as you is something that helps you the best, because this visibility, these conversations give you so many more opportunities, and they really help you a lot. So a genuine conversation with someone also, even if it's not like you just text them to get you a job. You can text them to normally know that how did they end
Mm,
up in the position that they are, what all
mm,
things that they learned,
mm,
that might bring value to you. These are the things that can bring you into notice. And apart from your profile, of course, this can make you pop on the platform in general.
mm. Also, one thing, yeah. How can someone land a job by using this network LinkedIn connections?
LinkedIn connections. Like I said,
Have,
comment and text
mm,
people. You
okay.
have to have like a bunch of LinkedIn friends itself, like people who learn with you, in the sense that they
Mm,
share your learnings with you, you share your learnings with
mm,
them, and you
mm,
have connections with them. And when such people increase now in your knowings, you can slowly get in connection with people who are senior to you, who are working in positions above you, who might be like, oh, I really like the work you're doing. They are also
mm,
seeing your comments and everything, and a lot of people's, posts and stuff. So
mm.
they also know you now because you show up on their feed so much, so they know that you are a credible person, and they might take your request in consideration now. If you are now saying that, I am interested in the company that you're working in for a role, this role, and they might know you already because you are actively
Mm.
using Instagram. I'm sorry, you are actively using LinkedIn, and you are
LinkedIn.
actively showing up on their feed so much. So that
Mm,
makes you more credible. So instead of a person who they have never heard of texting them that, hey,
mm.
I want a job, they'll prefer you who keeps showing up on their feed, commenting or posting, because they know you indirectly now. So that gives you a better chance of
Okay,
landing a job. I personally have tried
okay.
following templates and it hasn't worked for me because
Mm.
template at the end of the day gives the same feel of a chat GPT message. There is nothing personal about it. So why would a person
Okay,
choose you, if you weren't even thoughtful enough to write the message on your own and send it to them?
got
Why
it.
would they even,
Mm,
just for the sake of ease, ki you will have one template and you can send it to 10 people, you cannot
mm,
jeopardize your connection with them. So
mm,
I personally do not like templates in this case, at least reaching
mm.
out for jobs or making connections. The
Okay.
most candid you can possibly be, the better it is for you, honestly. I think one mistake that they can avoid is stop underestimating LinkedIn and stop giving more importance to
Mm,
other platforms. I mean, I feel if you really genuinely want to do well in your, even business nowadays does well with
mm,
LinkedIn,
mm,
not just jobs, not just corporate jobs. So if you really want to be in this world, instead of focusing on your Naukri.com or Indeed or these other job platforms,
mm,
where you can,
mm.
of course, apply. I feel that LinkedIn is a platform where you can make genuine connections. And when the core of these connections is something genuine, there is no possible reason for someone to reject you or something like that, that you are not good enough. If you are not, I mean, of course, that is something that
Mm,
you might come across. That's
mm.
when you need to improve yourself. That's when you can talk to other people who are trying to grow themselves as well, that how did you do that. But I
Okay.
feel being grounded and trying to learn more, approach more and more people every day, there are a couple of daily weekly habits that I will talk about. Maybe adopt those habits, and I feel that you can be decent on LinkedIn. And if you can be decent on LinkedIn, that means that you already have connections which can help you in your career.
Okay. If you are comfortable sharing, yeah, what are the top five brands you have worked so far?
I have worked with
Okay.
Wishcare once. I have done a post for
Okay.
Wishcare once. I
Mm,
It's in the works. There is a perfume brand called Beyond that is also coming. Wishcare also wants to work with
mm,
me once more, so that there is that. And I think that's all. So Indiewild is something I do out of my love. I love the brand. So my feed is half filled with the strategies and the ideas they come up with. But these are the three that I have worked on, and I have this. I won't say mantra, but this is something that I believe in, that if I used the product, if I really like it, the brand, only then I do this,
okay.
because only then it makes sense me thinking the thought process behind their brand, and I also question them. I do like a proper session understanding their thought process and stuff, that why did they do this? Why did they come up with the product and stuff? So that only makes sense if I personally believe in the brand. If that is not there, the post doesn't make any sense.
Mm,
Then it's just a sales pitch itself. So that's something that I try to do. So I know there has been a lot of blabbering at this point, but the last thing that I'd want to say is I feel that you should have some daily and weekly habits with LinkedIn.
Mm.
So
Okay.
for daily, I'll say like 10 to 15 minutes, just scroll LinkedIn. Leave meaningful comments
Mm.
on posts which you like. Reply to DMs. DM someone if you really liked their post that, oh, that was a great post, and whatever value that you felt that you got from that post. Just tell them that. That
Mm.
really helps in building
Mm.
connections. Sending
Mm.
3 to 5 personalized requests to either alumni or professionals that you look up to, or even making connections with people in your domain. At least like 5 per day is fine, because that also helps
Mm.
you expand your connections in general on LinkedIn. These are
Mm.
some things that you have to do on daily basis. Weekly, I will say either 1 or 2 posts at max, and the sky is the limit. If you want to do everyday posting, sure, you can do it. But the minimum I'm saying is post either once or twice per week. So the last habit would be updating your main profile page, which we talked at first about. Your
Okay.
projects, your roles, your skills, certificates, achievements, whatever it is. Keep it
Okay.
up to date. If you change a job, immediately just change your headline, add it on
Okay.
your LinkedIn, talk about it on LinkedIn, these things.
Mm.
If
Okay.
you, and out of everything, if you are lazy to do all of this, at least 15 minutes a day,
Mm.
every day, and 1 or 2 posts a week. This is
Okay.
enough to stand out. But this has to be done. It has to be religiously done, and then you're good to go. And you have to be very patient with LinkedIn.
True, that was true.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all. My blabbering is done.
We'll wrap this up. There are a lot of platforms, lot of websites, lot of apps were available on this digital era, right?
Mhm.
Why
Yeah.
someone need to spend time on this LinkedIn?
LinkedIn was treated very much as a job platform where people just come if they need a job. People just create a account if they need a job.
Mm.
But in the past 2 to 3 years, it has become a platform where you make connections, where you do
Mm.
networking. And networking is always important in your life. A lot
Mm.
of people get an MBA degree because they want to network with people. Even if they want to do a business later on, they just get
Mm.
an MBA degree because they want to network with people who might have the same mindset as them, want to get into business or in work in the same domain as them.
Yeah. Also, one
Hmm.
thing, what is
Hmm.
actually networking is? We used to
Connecting with
request
like-minded people.
like-minded people. Do we need to request for each and every profile?
There are two
Okay.
things on LinkedIn. Either you connect with them or you follow them.
Mm.
Okay. Follow them is like you seeing their content. That's all.
Okay.
You can't
Mm.
write messages to them. Maybe they are a private account or they have restricted you to something. Maybe they are not a public account. That is dependent
Mm.
on that as well.
Okay.
And then there is the connect button. Once you're connected with someone, you can talk like the free messaging thing basically, not the paid emails. You can text them anytime and talk to them anytime. Now,
Okay.
make increasing the number of your followers doesn't matter. Like you just randomly following people, like just to increase the number of your followers doesn't matter. Because
Okay.
at the end of the day, like the way you are interacting with people on LinkedIn is what gets you reach. That's how the algorithm on LinkedIn works now. Maybe in the past it was working based on the number of followers, but now they look at the quality of the content. If someone has made a really good post and the number of impressions that the post got, the number of people that read through it and either commented or
Mm-hmm.
liked, that gives them more credibility now. So I don't
Okay.
think personally that any number of followers that you have, I mean, after a certain threshold, I think, yeah, it would affect your portfolio if you, I mean, your profile page if you have like a million or something. But if you are like near 2000, 3000 or something like that, even a 1000 connections person, or I mean, followers person on LinkedIn might have more connections than you do, like just because of talking to people,
Okay.
more
Mm.
contacts than you
Mm.
do if you are at 3000. So the
Mm.
number, I do not, I mean, I have not come across a profile, and from what I have heard, that was something that used to work before, but now it's more content driven on this platform at least.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it. It was epic, Yadavi. I'm sure everyone
I'm
watching
glad.
now has at least 4 to 5 actionable points to improve their LinkedIn profiles right away. Thank you so
Hmm.
much, Yadavi, for walking
You're
us through
most
your
welcome.
strategies. Also, remember your LinkedIn profile is often your first impression in front of recruiters. Okay, so invest it in it wisely. Start small, be consistent, and keep improving. If you really found this episode valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, share this to friends and follow for more. See you in the next episode.